emergency. Captain is incapacitated. Request handling for runway 10 landing.
And we're learning more tonight about the sudden death of a pilot for American Airlines during a red-eye flight to Boston. Tonight, a Western New York native who was on that flight speaks out. Good evening, everyone. The co-pilot took command, made an emergency landing in Syracuse yesterday.
Lancaster native Louise Anderson was one of the 152 passengers on board. News 4's George Rickert spoke with her today. George?
Well, she tells me this gives her new perspective on how soon a life can be cut short. Louise Anderson is a Holy Angels graduate from Lancaster who now lives in Boston. She was on this flight that originated in Phoenix and had fallen asleep, but tells me she awoke to the stewardess announcing that they would have to make an emergency landing in Syracuse because the pilot was ill. Upon landing, she saw the emergency vehicles and then spent about 4 hours at the airport while investigators reviewed the audio tapes from the cockpit. It wasn't until the passengers got on the next flight 4 hours later that they were told the pilot had in fact passed away and the co-pilot landed the plane.
I'm very grateful that they do have the backup of the co-pilot. On my flight to Phoenix a few days prior, I was on a single pilot plane, a little one, and in the same instance, we would all be dead, or somebody would have had to do an emergency landing that wasn't trained. So kind of, I guess that gives you a little perspective that, you know, lucky it was on a larger plane that this happened.
The 57-year-old pilot is believed to have died of a heart attack. He had double bypass surgery back in 2006.